Welcome to episode 12 of DER Guest, a Disney Elite podcast for the Wishes competition. This is our final podcast that all of you have been waiting for. On today's lineup, we have our favorite memories shared with our admins, a one-on-one interview with the creator of Wishes, Audrey, as well as our final results. So let's move on to our favorite memories with our admins. We have admins that will be calling in on the line via video chat to share their favorite memories. And our first call, yep, it's already coming in. Here's Zoe. Hi, Zoe.
Hey Herc, my favorite part of this year's Wishes competition has been the amount of support and camaraderie that everybody has shown one another. This competition was really meant for people to grow and challenge themselves, and seeing the amount of support everybody has given and received is really uplifting.
I definitely agree. I believe the love and support that every contestant has had with each other this year is something that stands out from every other competition that there is on Smule and what really brings us to life. And that's thanks to all of you competitors that join every single year for each season. It looks like we're getting another call from our admin, Sarah. Sarah, what was your favorite moment of this year's competition?
Sarah here, and my favorite moment of Wishes Season 5 was absolutely the parody round. You guys brought it every single round, but the parody round just blew us out of the water. It was the most fun we've had all season.
That parody round was absolutely full of creativity, and I loved every single entry that was brought in. Thank you both so much for sharing all of your favorite memories with us. It was really good to chat with you guys for a second. Next on our show is our one-on-one with the creator of the Wishes competition, Audrey. And I am so excited to have my last interview of the season to be with her. So welcome, Audrey. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, John. Thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome. I'm going to roll right into the questions. So what is your role in DE?
My role in DE is Belle, Mary Poppins, and I'm also a co-leader for Disney Elite.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Audrey. Let's roll to our first question. What sort of activities and expectations go into being an active member of DE?
So being an active member of DE means that you're joining songs here and there. You don't go missing on us, and we don't worry about your safety or anything. But we put out several songs, and there's always an opportunity to join them. Obviously, none of them are mandatory or anything like that. We know that people have lives, and we really do take that into account. So, yeah, just joining some songs here and there. And then we also have things that you can do that are not for Smule, like when the Disney Bound Instagram puts out challenges. We do those challenges and we post them on our official Instagram. So we do fun bounding things, and then we're just about to start a new one that involves cooking. So that's very interesting. And we also have game nights and trivia nights, or just nights where we get on a phone call and just talk for a couple of hours at night. So, I mean, any of that, really, just... that's how you be active in Disney Elite.
Listen, I love all of the different activities that we have in DE, and the cooking one that's coming up, I'm definitely interested in. I love that you brought the fact that we have a lot of different types of things that we do, not just Smule. And one of those things is Disney Elite Productions. Can you talk about what DE Productions is?
DE Productions is a little side thing that we do. It was started by two of our leaders, Jenny and Jesper, and it's because they wanted to start telling stories. And so we do full-length productions. It's not just singing through all the songs in a movie or a show. It's actually tracks that are built from the ground up. They're made from scratch by our very, very talented group of sound editors and our directors. It's amazing. Like, anytime you hear footsteps or the wind blow, like, they put that there, and it's crazy amazing how they put everything together. But it's not just singing through a show. We do the voice acting. So if you were to listen to it from start to finish, it would be like watching the entire movie. But we also do reimagined stories. So there are extra details in our stories that are not in the classics. So I do recommend listening to some of our productions that we've put out there. We've done The Little Mermaid and Peter Pan, and we're currently working on one that's still a secret. So be on the lookout for a new production coming out soon. But it's a very impressive thing that Jenny and Jesper have put together, and all of us, I'm sure I can speak for everybody, we're really excited to be a part of it because it ends up being pretty magical.
So Audrey, a question on everybody's mind, especially after the competition, as well as listening to some of the other activities that we do in DE. Will there be auditions soon?
DE will be holding auditions soon, actually. We're thinking that we're going to open them about a week after Wishes concludes. So here in the next week and a half, be on the lookout for some new auditions. We're going to be recasting some roles and bringing in some new characters. So just keep an eye on the DE page. We're probably going to do them in a couple of batches. So if there's not a character that you can do in the first batch, just keep your eye on them every week, because we're going to let the auditions go for the entire week that it's open and then open up the new ones afterwards. So I would say 2 to 3 batches of characters. So just watch our page and you'll see those auditions coming out soon.
That's awesome. I know a lot of people are anxious to see when auditions open up to become part of DE. As well as doing competitions, there's other ways to get into DE, such as sound editors that are able to put tracks together. If you want more information on that, please message Audrey so that she can get you to the right people. Audrey, I want to move on to a little bit of our next segment to talk more about the Wishes competition. So what goes into putting on this competition?
So much stress. So there's a lot that goes into Wishes, and it's a little bit overwhelming to even think about. But I guess the first thing we do is we figure out what we're going to do each round. We come up with our round rules and our round requirements and what we want to hear from you, and DE does that as a group. I put up a note and I'm like, hey, what do you want to see this year from Wishes? And so everybody in the group can contribute ideas to what they want to hear, and it's nice to have the group come together and put out those ideas, because you get some pretty good ideas from everyone, and then we can pick and choose which ones we think will be best and then put them on the scale of difficulty and go from there.
Unfortunately, we are out of time, but Audrey, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
All right, Disney fans, before we move on to our final results, here is a reminder of what our top 5 finalists will be receiving in prizes. All 5 finalists will be receiving an invitation to Disney Elite's next group song. For our 5th and 4th place finalists, they will be receiving a set of line stickers. For our 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place finalists, you will be able to pick one Disney item from our very own Sarah's Shop, Winnie May Design. Additionally, our 2nd place finalists will be featured in a Spotlight Week on the Disney Elite page. And finally, our 1st place finalists will also be receiving a membership into Disney Elite. All right, Disney fans, it's time for our results. Drum roll, please. In 3rd place, here is Megs. In 2nd place, here is Poppy Poignant.
Dream a fantastic dream. Use your imagination.
And finally, the winner of our Wishes Season 5 competition, here is Run Rosie.
Know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me.
Congratulations to all 5 of our top finalists for this year's Wishes competition. We have certainly enjoyed listening to every single one of your entries. Well, I guess that's a wrap. This is Hercules signing off for the last time of Season 5. Until next time, keep on singing and may all of your dreams come true.